All right, good morning, everyone. Looks like we are live and ready to go. Yeah, welcome to the live stream where we first review the watch list and then we trade the market open every day. Hope everyone is fully rested and ready to go to the Thursday, the second to last day of the week. It is February 6th, and it is 9:15, or actually, right now it's 9:16 a.m. Market opens at 9:30, so we got another 14 minutes to review the watch list. And then once the market opens at 9:30, we're going to be trading for another quickly. When I first ran the scanner around 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, not a lot was popping up. There was FAMI and GHSI that were looking somewhat interesting, but after that, I mean, not much else from there. But we do have a bunch of new things that were just put on the scanner. Like just a few minutes ago, I was just constantly running it this morning, just waiting for something new to pop up. JAN definitely looking really good. I'm gonna add tops as well. I don't think I looked that one up. Tops. Yeah. So there's a few new things popping up here, and I'll definitely be diving into anything really making some big moves this morning. So RIOT, I want to look at that one as well. So let's kind of go through the list, and I'll talk about FAMI and GHSI when we get to them. But for now, I'm just going to kind of go through the list and see what's pulling back or making some nice moves higher. Good morning, Shane. So first of all, PBYI on the watch list. I don't know, had a really nice run yesterday, but kind of pulling back a little bit. Nothing too exciting so far. Let's see, I have an alert here at around 1250. Maybe we can get a little support line bounce on this one, or maybe even a pullback under 11 could be kind of interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and put another alert. But in terms of gap and go, I don't think we're going to really be trading this one. MYO, big day yesterday and the day before that. Again, not really sure if we're going to be trading this one. Let's see if it goes past 40, but I don't know. There's almost 100% chance I probably won't be trading this one. I'm just going to go ahead and put an alert on there. I have some alerts as well if it starts dipping down, because this could be a great morning panic where it just falls off a cliff. So I'm going to have an eye on that one. VVUS, what do we got here? Another one that yesterday was a big green day for it, but it hit some major support at $4. We kind of called that out ahead of time. If you guys watched the recap video, you saw why I decided $4, or why I thought $4 would be a major resistance zone, and it was because basically on the long-term chart we had a lot of tops in this area. Let me just scroll here. You can see that $4 was always a major pivot zone, right? We broke out of that area, we pulled back to that area, many tops here. It was support in this area, and then it became resistance. And lo and behold, yesterday we ran all the way up to $4 and then completely got crushed. We did try to double top it, and but in the afternoon it was just big pull back, and then pre-market was big pullback as well. So this thing could find some support maybe near $3, but again, I'm not gonna get overly aggressive. I do have a limit order for 275 if we reach that. GHL, this one's crazy. I was not following this one at all yesterday. Big run up, super quiet pre-market. Let's see what happens to it. I'm not going to be trading it most likely. 391 million market cap, a little bit bigger than I want to typically be trading, but I just kind of have it on the watch list. Let's see what this thing does. If it dips below 20, I would probably consider maybe dip buying it, but other than that, I'm not really sure. I want to be looking for the gap and goers, and so far these are just not gap and goers. Let's move along here. IBIO had a really nice rally, about 30% pre-market, but two big red days, pulling back to support now. Let's see what happens. I'll definitely be watching this one today a little bit, but I don't really know if I'm going to be trading it. Just going through the watch list, see if we picked up anything new. The ones highlighted were stuff basically I was already looking at, and I have some notes on several, so as we get to them, I'll talk about what I kind of am planning for certain stocks. This one's finding some really nice support here at this 1.3 area, and this is kind of long-term support. This would have been a really, really good trade. The first dip below it, though, was kind of probably nerve-wracking if we would have bought a support right here around 1.3. So good thing we didn't, but rally was nice, 40%. I don't know, we kind of missed this move. Big, really nice pullback, though, on this one. MGI was actually one of the ones on our top 3 because it was really one of the only things moving this morning really early. So 152 market cap, 54 million float, US credit service company, gapping up 20%, has no news. You guys probably know MoneyGram. I don't know, the whole no news part kind of makes me a little cautious. They do have some apparently business in Ukraine, some openings, what was that? Something Ukraine related. International partnership with industrial bank in Ukraine. Yeah. I don't know, apparently it didn't do too much for the stock price, but I guess at the same time, it did go from 2 to about 2.6, so not too bad of a rally. Let's just keep moving through till we get to our top 3. RIOT doesn't look that bad. 37 million market cap, 24 million shares outstanding. Whoop, let me just go back to that quickly. GHSI, that's the last one on that's the last one of our top 3. So Shane, we're going to talk about that one as well. Morning, Sor, Sebastian, Guten Morgen, Kinder. Monster trades today. Every day is a good day for monster trades. Left one like, as everyone here should. Thanks for the like. You guys are funny. Yeah, so RIOT, finding some resistance here at 1.55, but if it, maintains some momentum here, it could break past this area, 1.46, 1.55, definitely some resistance, but I like the fact that it could be acting more of a floor today. Pre-market, you can see we already, went above it. What was the news on this one? Yeah, okay, no news, so that's not good. Maybe it's going to need another day or two. Let's see if they're up to anything special. And the reason today I'm kind of going through the whole watch list a little bit is because I added a bunch of stuff on this that was picked up on the scanner after I made my watch list. So I just want to see if there's anything that I want to be looking at. ZN a little bit under our price range. WAFU. Not moving pre-market, really kind of doing absolutely nothing, but who knows? Am I looking at MYO? It's on my watch list. I don't know. Like I said in the beginning, it could break over 40. I don't know if I'm going to be wanting to trade something like this. I typically like to trade stocks between $2 and $7. Sometimes I'll go out of that, but MYO, it's tough to say. Just had a big reverse split. I don't know how I feel about this one. I personally feel like it's extremely overextended, but you never know. It's only had one big green day, and the second red day is kind of holding its highs pretty well at 20. So let's see what happens today. I don't think I'm going to be trading this one out of the gates, though. It's not the one I'm going to be looking at for when the market opens. AQST, I was thinking about putting this one on the top 3, but it wasn't really doing much, kind of holding this area. The gap wasn't too crazy, about what was that, 20% or something, 12%. So we'll see. FAMI. Yeah, so FAMI is the first one of our top 3 that really kind of got me excited. Pre-market, this thing's gapping up 70%. It is a Chinese company, so sometimes, I don't know, I've had mixed luck trading some of the foreign companies. A processed and packaged goods company, 10 million market cap though, and 3.24 million float. So that's really interesting. That's exactly what we want to be trading. Really, really nice small. This thing can explode just because that float is tiny. And they had a 42 increase in January sales volume. So that's really good kind of fundamental news in terms of, growth, sustainability for that company. So really nice. FAMI is definitely going to be something I want to be watching today. One problem though about it is just, you know, it's approaching already pre-market big resistance. And so far, every time it's approached this 180-day moving average, it's gotten really crushed. It tried to break out from it from here, but it didn't really work. And right now we're already right under that, about like 130. So just want to be a little cautious on that for sure. It's a bit of a pivot area as well. Whoops, what was that? I think I have... Let me go ahead and change my drawing tool. 130. Sorry about that. I just clicked the wrong button and went somewhere I did not want to go. I was going to say 139 roughly is definitely something to keep in mind. So we kind of have that little top over here, but we have really nice support underneath it. I don't know, maybe we'll get a little pullback back to 104. We'll see. I definitely want to be watching this one, I think, when the market opens. But there's also GHSI, which I want to be watching. And then now there's also JAN that I want to be watching. So we'll see. There's some really good stuff kind of just popping up a little bit last minute here. So let's quickly jump to GHSI. This one you can see 20 million market cap, 74 million shares outstanding, but 63 million float, gapping up 50%. It's a USA generic drug company. They are up on news on developing a targeting complex. I think it's a drug for respiratory tract infections. I'm not entirely sure if it's a drug. It would make sense because that's what their industry is. But it could be something else. But, you know, good news. I did find some warrants, though, on these guys at 0.58, so that's also something to consider. It looks like, you know, they have a gap down area, and then right around here at this high, a little above 0.5 to 0.58, big resistance. So wouldn't be surprised if that's the reason why. And this one, you know, a little bit below our price range, sub-dollar, but, you know, could be really good. Let's see if we get a little pullback here, maybe to 0.314. This could be really, really nice. I'm going to go ahead and put an alert here as well. Could just start shooting up, though. We'll see what has most of the volume today. And just very quickly, let's just look at JAN, J-A-N, because this one was gapping up tremendously pre-market. We got 2 more minutes. Yeah, this thing is just absolutely beasting it, over 100% right now. I like that a lot. Phase 2 clinical trials, always good news. Strength agreement with Growers for phase 2 for development. Yeah, perfect. 6 million market cap, 2 million shares outstanding. This thing could just absolutely run, and you can tell it already is. So we'll see what we're going to be trading today. It's a little tough to say right out of the gate what I want to be looking at. JAN definitely looks the nicest, but if we see something specifically maybe pulling back or something really making me excited, I might go for that one. But I also want to be focusing on, you know, what has the most dollar volume, what has the biggest percentage gain, and then just kind of base it off of that one. To be honest, on GHSI, yeah, we have warrants at 0.58 I found. I thought you meant JAN, and I actually don't know that. All right, guys, another 40 seconds till the market opens. We got 28 people in here today. It's gonna be good fun. Hope everyone has a good day trading. Make some awesome trades, guys. Wish everyone the best of luck. We'll see what we're going to be doing. Again, I'm going to be a little bit cautious out of the gates just because I'm not fully decided today yet. But let's see what happens here. Here we go. Big sellers coming in now on JAN. I wonder if we could get a little pullback to $5 on this one. One of the bigger movers today with the biggest percentage gain. So a lot of people are going to be looking at this one. Pulling back pre-market here. If we wanted to trade this, we're going to be trading with about $800 position sizes today. It's about 120, I think we're going to be looking at. Depends where we have an entry. Maybe a little bit more. Depends. I would like this thing to pull back a little bit more. So I would be looking maybe something closer to 5. Finding some support here in 6. Try to pull up here. These are big moves, by the way, guys. This is about a 10% candle. Let's see, pulling back a little bit. FAMI, guys. Let me just keep an eye on this one as well. Moving higher really, really nicely. Kind of the two that I want to be looking at. Jan has definitely having some issues pre-market. I want to be a little bit, or not pre-market, opening bell. I want to be a little bit cautious on this. Maybe it's going to pull back a little bit more. See if we dip below. All right, we're dipping now. All the way down to 5.28. Let's see if we get one more dip. Still watching FAMI, GHSI looking really good too. Pulling back still. Sellers are still in charge on this one. Let's see if we can get an entry maybe near 20s, in the 20s. Had a limit order out for a second, but waiting for a little bit bigger of a pullback. Maybe one more pullback would be really nice. Let's see if we can dip down to 5.07. That might be a little bit too conservative. Waiting for one more pullback right now. We just missed that entry, actually. We had a perfect touch on our support area. Trying one more time for an entry here. Big support at 5. Markets are fairly neutral today. It's waiting for a little bit bigger of a pullback here. And we had our limit order literally just it hit the price our limit order was at. We just didn't get executed. It's always a shame when that happens. I'm not sure how much this is going to keep pulling back here. Finding some really big support. Don't really want to be chasing this one. I'm going to wait maybe one more time for a little pullback here. Looks like it's breaking up higher now. Price is slowing down. A lot of selling volume though. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer on this one. Let's see what happens here. Maybe we're gonna get another pullback. It's a bit too risky for me to trade at the moment, just because of that downside. Big support though. FAMI is looking really good actually. If this thing bounces back to VWAP, that's about a 7% trade. FAMI, GHSI, both looking really good. Here we go. This could be the dip we were waiting for. Let's see if we get one more pullback to 97 maybe. See if the 5 holds. Small position, potentially 150 shares. Looking for an entry near 5. Lots is pulling back. A lot of stuff is pulling back, including our top 2. I think I was just, again, 1 second too slow on this one. I've been kind of getting skunked on these entries a little bit, being a little bit too conservative. IBIO below 0.37. It's unfortunate. That thing was just above 0.4. I'm going to remove my limit order for now. Had it been quicker, you know, we could have got 2 bounces already on this one. But both the bounces weren't really that strong. Don't really regret it too much. The selling pressure is definitely still in the room. Waiting for a bigger dip here. Maybe we can get it in a second. 4.5, looking at that. This is a tough one. What's up, Gino? You! Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Oh, God. You guys keep asking me about INPX. Man, I don't know. I'm not trading INPX. It's a rough long-term chart. It's not what I look for day trading anymore. I need momentum for day trading, and INPX is kind of flatlining. Investment-wise, I have no idea what that company is up to. But based on their long-term chart, I don't know. I'm a little suspicious. This was a tough one, I'm not gonna lie. It never pulled back quite as hard as I wanted to, and then it never bounced quite as hard as I wanted to. JAN, little sketchy the way this one's playing out, but definitely finding some big support in this area around $5. You can't. There's no arguing that for sure. Yeah, I have no idea if there's good news about INPX. I would just maybe go on Finviz, check them out, and check out their articles. Maybe write them an email. I've done that before. See if they respond to it. Be like, what do you guys do? See if their support answers it. But long-term wise, I have no idea. I'd be careful with JAN. This thing's still pulling back. It's definitely... Usually when something starts bouncing, it's quite obvious there's a really nice bounce. And this one just hasn't had it yet. First entry here at 4.75. Looking for another fill of about 20 shares. Small entry, smaller than our typical ideal size. We have 150 shares right now, looking for another 20 shares, maybe if it dips down, but I'm not really sure. Was a quick one. Kind of really tricky to time this one. Big green buying volume though coming in right now. Doesn't look like we're going to get this secondary entry, which is totally fine. Sometimes it's good to be a little bit more conservative. I would like to get out near 5.4, something like that. I don't know If it will bounce, I have no idea. Definitely struggling. Bounce, the initial bounce was pretty weak, guys. I might just go ahead and try to get out of this one. Yep, looks like it's pulling back. I was a bit worried about that. It's kind of what I was saying. Very weak bounce. Always want to be careful on those bounces. Let's consider maybe... Big support at 4.5. We're just in a general big support area. But still, this thing could easily just keep pulling back all day. This thing could go past 4, no problem. This thing doesn't care. It'll do whatever it wants. Really want to see this thing rip up soon, or else I'm going to be getting out of it. It's trying now, trying a little bit. 82 getting rejected. Again, this is a really small position size. That's kind of why I'm a little bit extra relaxed on this one. But again, it's not really breaking up higher. All right, breaking past 4.9. I want to see this continue, or else I might be getting out. Almost got out of that position. One more push higher. Let's see if we can break it here. Otherwise, I'm going to probably get out at 85. Phew, that's a lot of orders going through right now. I have no idea what just happened. I think I just had a serious TD Ameritrade issue. What was that? I have no idea what kind of sketchy stuff just happened. The reason, okay, hold up. I was thinking about holding this one longer, back to the shoulder, back to VWAP, something like 5.37. I just didn't like the fact that, you know, it was bouncing really slowly. Eventually, this thing will have a really solid move, and you know, maybe it's having it now. And then I had no idea if I was any longer in the trade, so I was like, I'm out of here at 4.97. I didn't like that the fact that it was just a giant question mark, this trade for me. I didn't really feel comfortable with it. Whew. Wow, guys, that was a freaking 20-minute long trade. Okay, the trade wasn't 20 minutes. The trade was actually pretty short, but A little slower start. Order was rejected. Yeah. You know what? It was rejected, and I have to just figure out what happened. I would like to trade this again. I think we're going to pull back to 5.5. I think there's a really good chance. I probably got out way too early. You know, small position size. This is probably around a 7% gain. But yeah, scary stuff. I really do not like when I don't know what's going on. And I felt like with JAN, I didn't really know what was going on. So I was like, you know what? Enough with that. I'm out of here. Whew. I need a coffee. All right. Let's see what we would have traded today. So FAMI, I like the pullback back to 103, 106. This actually would have been a really good entry. Pulled back again. Overall, the move though wasn't, okay, 15%, not too bad. Having some real big issues breaking over that pre-market high. Big resistance above it. You know, we haven't had a gap and go with just huge support underneath and no resistance above. Where are those? I feel like we were getting them like crazy in January. We just haven't been getting them so far in February at all. GHSI, guys, pulled back to some really nice support. This could have been a phenomenal support line bounce, 5%. Could have been a good squeeze. That looks really good. I'm almost upset we didn't trade this one. I'm going to go ahead and put an alert here, see if it pulls back again. I would like an entry on this one. GHSI, I see you, Shane. Thanks, Ginelle. It's nice when the entries are nailed, but it's not an everyday thing. Buyers back in GHSI, yeah, that's true. They're definitely finding some support here. I think honestly, GHSI, this could be a really phenomenal entry for a bit of a red to green move potential. So let's say we break out higher here from 0.34. There's a lot of resistance in this area. This could be a good, entry for that kind of setup. We're in a huge support zone. So this trade, why did my limit order, my alert not go off? This trade has, that's because I just said it. Oh my God. That JAN trade got me all sorts of weird. It's pulling back already. It's at 4.83. Like I said, I just didn't really trust what was going on with that one. So yeah, pretty nice little trade we got out of this one. I might try to trade it again as we get closer to 4. I think 4 is tremendous support, so I'm going to go ahead and put an alert here. So this will definitely be a bit more evening trading. If we wanted to trade this one again, we would need about 180. I think this could be reversing. Yeah, it'd be still a small position size. I'm going to use extra small position sizes with this one. It's just pronounced nail. It's pronounced nail. Did I say something wrong? If you turn off the exit, that's a huge gap to be filled. Yeah, for sure. It definitely, well, it was a gap, but then it's actually called a gap and crap. It's basically when it gaps up and craps down. So the gap is pre-market and the go is market open. And, that's what we were looking for. MYO has been doing some really nice gap and goes, but it's on its 3rd day, so I wasn't really focused on it. While JAN had it was the biggest gapper of the day. I'm surprised it pulled back so hard. I'm gonna have to look into maybe Y charts. It looks like a lot of the gaps on this one just kind of totally got demolished. It had many attempts to gap up, and the first days usually were not very well lived. I do think that this thing, if it pulls down a bit more, I think it's going to probably find some really big support. So I'm going to be looking forward to that. I just want to be really careful with this one. This is one of those things where you get stuck in it and you're down, 2%, and then you're down 5%. And then if you don't cut your stop loss, next day, you hold it overnight, you're down like 50%. You gotta watch out with these small caps. Waiting for VVUS as well to have a little bit of pullback, but VVUS, guys, this was the one that we probably should have been trading today. Had a nice little pullback here towards 3. Oh man, I'm so upset we missed that. That was like textbook classic pullback. This would have probably looked really good market open. Tried to dip below support. Buyers came in, bounced 9%. Okay, well the bounce wasn't that big, so it's not that upsetting. Let's quickly check our scanner, see what the market's showing, see if we're watching everything that's moving. Scan. This is the first time I think this month where my first trade was a green trade. I've been having the worst luck with well, not luck, but just pure coincidence that my first trade on the live stream always is a loss. So it's nice to have, even though it was a small one, a nice little winner. Jan, we got on our watch list. FAMI, top one. QNST. We don't have that one. 51 million shares outstanding, $763 million market cap. I don't want to be trading that. INPX up 12% today, guys. That's good news, I'm sure, for a lot of you. What is this? SGBX up 2,000%. And they're up 2,000% and their market cap is 3.6 million. That means yesterday their market cap was 1.8 million. SGBX. Let's just check this one out for giggles. SGBX. Oh, I just need to be able to speak. SG. Oh, G.H. Reverse split. Should have called it. That was super obvious. Yeah. So it's actually not up. It's just reverse split. So Jan was really the one to be trading, I guess, today. So I think we traded the right one. It just used kind of the small position size. It was good that we waited, though. I never felt like those dips were I never felt the dips had enough dip in them. I don't know if you could say that, but it just felt like they were all premature. JAN pulling back now. You know what, guys? I'm going to wrap up the live stream here. Let's see if we get another trade with JAN. Who knows? There's probably a good chance. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We have 34 viewers. That's really cool. It's always fun to be over the 30 mark. It's good fun. Thanks guys. I appreciate the likes as well. If you haven't left a like yet, consider leaving one if you enjoyed this content. I know today was really good fun trading with you guys. I really enjoy it more and more every day as I get more comfortable with this live streaming. Yeah, guys, if you're new here, consider subscribing because we come out with a trade recap video in just about 2 hours. So you'll see that one as well. Till next time, guys, till the trading recap video, and then till tomorrow, Trading Friday. Stay safe, and like always, guys, make some awesome trades. It was fast, right? Today just went by super fast. Shane, that was freaking me out. All right, guys, that's just how it is. Let's get to trading round 2. I'll see you later.